So good morning to all. This is Subhashri from Department of Computer Science SNSCT. So specification of more general constraints via assertions. So we are going to see about the constraints and the assertions. SQL facilities for defining views, that is virtual tables. Various techniques are used for accessing and manipulating a data via programs in general purpose languages such as Java, C++, etc. So, constraints and assertions. General constraints that do not fit in the basic SQL categories. So, mechanism in the sense create assertion. Components include a constraint name followed by a checkpoint followed by a condition. So, assertions, an example will be given as the salary of an employee must not be greater than the salary of the manager of the department to which those both people are working in. So create assertion salary constraint check not exist. So in the open bracket within the close bracket select star from employee E. So we have given the variable. So employee M. So department D where employee salary is greater than manager salary and employee department number is equal to department number and department manager SSN number is equal to manager dot SSN number. So using general assertion, it specifies a query that violates the condition which includes inside a not exist clause. Query result may be empty. It cannot be a value. Okay. If the query result is not empty, the assertion has been violated. So the trigger. Here comes the SQL trigger. So objective to for a trigger is it is used to monitor a database and take initiative action when a condition occurs. Triggers are expressed in a syntax similar to assertions and include the following things: event, condition, action such as an insert, delete or update operation. There is a condition if it is greater than, equal to or less than, whether it is ascending or descending. These are the conditions. Whether it is higher than, it is an empty value, it is a null value. So the action here is the action to be taken when the condition is satisfied. Only if the condition is satisfied, the action will be taken, or else it will be loop again. A trigger to compare an employee's salary to his or her supervisor during insert or update operations. Create trigger, inform supervisor before insert or update of salary, supervisor SSN on employee for each row. When new salary is greater than, select salary from employee where SSN is equal to new supervisor dot SSN. Okay, inform supervisor. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis. Within that, new supervisor SSN new dot SSN. It will be interchanged. Okay. Views in SQL. What are the views? It is a virtual form of a table. That is a table view. A table structure that is derived from other tables. Allows for limited updated operations only. Since the table may not physically be stored here, allows full query operations. A convenience for expressing certain operations too. So, specification of views. SQL command. Create view. A table name, that is a view name. A possible list of attribute names. For example, when arithmetic operations are specified or when we want the names to be different from the attributes in the base relations, a query to specify the table contents will be selected here. From this, the create view, that is create table, the view of a table will be specified. Specify different works on table. Create view works on view new as select F name, L name, P name. That is first name, last name, and the P name is pure name. Hours from employee, project, works on where SSN is equal to ESSN and P number is equal to P number group by P name. So group by this group only by the values of a group. Okay, we can specify SQL queries on a newly created table, that is a view. Select a first name, last name from works on new where P name is equal to Sina. It only selects the table that contains a P name value as Sina. No other data will be shared or manipulated here. When no longer needed, a view can be dropped. Drop works on new. That means a new works, everything we have manipulated or added or updated in the database, the last view will be deleted. Okay. Efficient view implementation. So query modification and its disadvantages. So to present the view query in terms of a query on the underlying base tables is the very important process of this view model. So disadvantage in the sense it is inefficient for views defined via complex queries. If the query is very complex, the view cannot be defined as per the user's choice, especially if additional queries are to be applied to the view within a short time period. So efficient view implementation, view materialization, assumption, concerns and strategy used we are going to see here. So view materialization in the sense it involves physically creating and keeping a temporary table. Assumption, other queries on the view will follow. So concerns in the sense maintaining correspondence between the base table and the view when the base table is updated. So we have to clearly understand a thing. The base table is nothing but a table which is uploaded in a new format. In the view, when the base table is updated in the sense the manipulated data, okay, the added data, the manipulated data or the accessed data, instance of the table, it is now there. It is in the current state of a table, okay. What is strategy? So incremental update. First of all, the user will give some query. After that, he changes his mind and he need or update something about that table in that query. So there should be an efficiency. There is a change in the query. This strategy should be used. Update of views in the sense update on a single view without aggregate operations. Update may map to an update on the underlying base table. Views involving joins such as update may map to an update on the underlying base relations is not always possible here. Okay. So, and unupdatable views. Views defined using groups and aggregate functions are non-updatable. Views defined on multiple tables using joins are generally not updatable. With check option, it must be added to the definition of a view if the view is to be updated or not. To allow check for updatability, the plan has to be updated via a schema format. First of all, we have to change the schema. And after that only, we can update the instance of that schema. Okay. So, database programming. What is an objective of database programming? It is used to access a database from an application program. That is an opposed to interactive interfaces. Why it is used? An interactive interface is convenient, but it will not be a sufficient form of usage. So majority of database operations are made through application programs only, increasingly through web applications. Thank you.